This is Volusia Today, a public information radio program brought to you by the County of Volusia.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Volusia Today. You're listening to Volusia County's one and only trusted source for local government information. I'm your host, Clayton Jackson with the Community Information Division, and with me today I have my co-host, Pat Kewen. How's it going, Pat?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Clay.
Hey, got any big plans for this weekend? I'm jumping right into it, folks.
Oh, yeah, I've got quite a fun adventure planned for myself. I'm going to scrub the grout in my kitchen and bathrooms.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That sounds awesome. That sounds great.
I have an exciting life.
Hey, love it. So, again, welcome to the show today. We actually have guests on today from our Library Services Division. We'll introduce them here in just a few minutes. But before we get rolling into that, let's roll through some news. Just want to let everybody to know that the Park Volusia County's new beach parking program, it will be kicking off on October 1st. We'll have the beach driving. That goes into effect on October 1st. And then the off-beach parking will go into effect on January 1st. A lot of people have been asking, how can I register my vehicles? Because I'm a Volusia County resident and I want those fees waived for beach driving and off-beach parking. Well, that's going to be pretty simple. Come October 1st, go to parkvolusia.org. You'll be able to put in your information, your license plate, and bam, there you have it. As well as our visitors, our non-residents, you'll be able to also go to parkvolusia.org and you can register and you can pay the fee. And then there you go. There's your beach access. And then when January 1st rolls around, go ahead and pay for that off-beach parking. There will be other ways that people can register. We will be hosting a few on-site events at our libraries, and there's also going to be an office in Daytona Beach Shores and New Smyrna Beach. So again, a lot of information throwing at you right now. Just want to let you know that just be checking back on the parkvolusia.org website in the coming days, because we do have some exciting updates. We've listened to the community. They've asked some questions. We put together some FAQs, so we're hoping a lot of those will be answered. So again, just keep follow our social media accounts, go to volusia.org, and be checking out parkvolusia.org. So, Pat, there's something exciting going on at the Ocean Center this weekend.
That's right. They're going to be hosting 90s Con. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week, and it's going to be loads of fun. It's going to be a celebration and retro look at the 90s, a decade I remember well.
Oh, I grew up in the 90s. I still remember TGIF and all those shows, Family Matters, Full House. Speaking of Full House, a lot of the Full House crew's going to be there.
That's right, and the famous Jaleel White.
Urkel!
Yeah, Urkel.
Yeah. What's his catchprise?
Did I do that?
Got any cheese? Yeah, my boss is probably listening in like, oh, that has hurt my ears.
Yeah, he played a geek back then, but he's not a geek anymore. I saw him on Dancing with the Stars a couple years ago, and he was very cool.
I grew up in that era. I remember Friday nights. That's what I was tuned into, like Boy Meets World, Full House, Family Matters. Oh, there's so many. Just bringing back nostalgia right there.
Yes. And he's going to be joined by a host of other celebrities. Some of them are Melissa Joan Hart, Heather Locklear, Carmen Electra, and Tori Spelling. Yep.
So, again, go to oceancenter.com. Also on volusia.org, and you can check out all of the celebrities who are going to be there. It'll have, I think they'll be doing panelists, some Q&As, all that stuff. So, again, check that out this weekend. Just maybe like every star, they may only be there 1, 2, or 3 days. Again, it starts today, but it goes through Sunday. But go in there, check out. Maybe somebody you grew up with, like, man, I've always wanted to meet them. This is your opportunity. So definitely go check that out at the Ocean Center. And then one more thing before we get into our show with the Library Services team is the Transform 386 just announced a new program through their initiative that if you are a landlord who had property damage to your units stemming from Hurricane Ian, that and you've completed repairs, that you may be eligible for reimbursement up to $50,000 for a maximum of 8 units. There's a lot more. I could do the whole show on this one little program, but please go to transform386.org, read about it, and if you have any questions, reach out to them and apply. All right, so now let's get into the beef of today's show. So with us, we have Library Services Director Lucinda Coley and the Marketing Outreach Specialist. I probably butchered your title, but I'm going to call you the communications guy for the Library Services team, Barry Kukas.
Very good.
Did I say that right?
You did.
You got it. Nice. So welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us why you are on the show today.
Well, one, we're here to promote our How To Festival that takes place tomorrow in our 6 regional libraries. It's our 8th annual How To Fest, and it's really a series of shorter programs, but between, I think it's 11 and 3, that cover a wide range of topics, anything from how to use one of the library services, how to keep bees, and just a wide variety of programs. But it brings people in from the community, some experts, community experts, as well as our staff experts.
There's events going on, sessions going on simultaneously. So if you're at Port Orange Regional, there could be 10 things going on at the same time. So it's a real festive type of environment. It's a great event. I went to it last year when I wasn't even part of the library, and it was blown away. It was so many cool things were going on. So it was great.
Which session did you go to last year?
Last year they had one, how to defend yourself. So I thought that might be a good. I'm not a proponent of guns. I don't like to have a gun. I'm getting nervous. So it's just little things, and I learned a lot as far as how basic. Things that you can do to defend yourself and without causing any problems. So it was well worthwhile.
Nice.
Oh, I could use that when I'm walking my dog.
Yeah, exactly.
What, your dog can't protect you?
She's a little miniature dachshund.
I know. I was waiting for that.
Nope. I got to protect her. Yeah, boy. One day we were walking, and 2 Dobermans actually ran at us and started circling at us. They were about to attack us, but my cat saved us. Oh. He jumped into the fray and smacked some noses and ran those darn dogs off.
So your cat saved your dog.
And me.
And you.
Yeah, mostly my dog. Yeah, the cat likes my dog. Right. But the feelings are not reciprocated.
Well, that's great.
Well,
Hey.
we had, just getting back to the How To Fest, we had over 4,700 people attend last year.
4,700?
4,700.
That's a bunch.
So that's a lot of folks that came out to visit the libraries on that How To
It's
Fest.
located at all the regional library locations. So and you can go on to our website, volusialibrary.org to get.
I'm going to head over to the Port Orange Library. That's my local library. Sure. I love the people over there. It's a real nice library and great staff.
Oh, great! I'm glad to hear that. Everybody always says they love the library. We love to hear that.
Yeah.
So you said this has been going on for about 8 years. Like, how did this come about?
Staff had an idea. Most of our programs take place during the week and during daytime hours, and how can we expose folks to our offerings as far as programs go on a weekend. And so the How To Fest was born, and our adult services librarians started planning it, and now it's expanded sort of beyond that. So it's the whole library staff in each of the regionals that are planning the different programs and speaking with their experts in their communities, bringing them in to do short programs and expose them to a wide variety of topics and opportunities for learning.
So 4,700 people.
That's about 800 per regional library.
Yeah,
that's a crowd.
It's a good turnout.
Yeah. So, like, if somebody, they go to the website we're talking about with all the different events listed by library and by time, because y'all did say 11 to 3, but it's not a straight 4-hour session, for one piece. Right. So, do they have to pre-register? Is there any fee? Like how, if I see a session I want to go to, what's the process for me actually getting into that session?
You just really show up for that session. There was no pre-registration. There's no payment. There's no cost for this. It's a service of the library. So you just have to make sure you get there on time to be part of that. And if it gets filled up too much, if the room's overcrowded, they will say, sorry, we can't accept anymore. But so try to get there early. If you're really interested in going to a session, make sure you get there so you can attend.
Well, with 4,700 people attending last year, if I'm like I said, if I'm Pat and I'm headed to the Port Orange Regional Library and I've got my eye on one session, I may want to have a backup session around the same time planned, just because, like I said, it may fill up and reach capacity.
Sure, by all means. And sometimes I saw people last year that would go into a session and maybe stay in there maybe just 15 minutes. They wouldn't stay the entire half hour, the entire hour, and then they would leave and go to another session and just bounce over from one session to the other. So they really enjoyed doing it. They get a lot of information in a very short period of time.
That sounds like fun. I want to learn how to make French pressed coffee.
Ooh, I want to learn how to drink it.
Yeah, I can't drink it either, but it sounds like my son would drink it.
That sounds too fancy for this guy. I just use a K-cup.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know. So, before we take our first commercial break, I'm going to ask you two, and Pat, if you had to pick just one and only one session, regardless of which library it's going to be at, which session would you go to?
Well, I've been eyeing how to use the Cricut. And that's at a couple of different libraries, so I can choose which library is closest to me. But, the Cricut is a crafting tool to, cut out letters and shapes and all of that. You can put them on, your Stanley Cup or your T-shirt. Mm-hmm. And so I think that would be my one that I plan to attend.
Barry, what about you?
It would be eating on a budget. I think
that everybody could go through that one right now.
It's rough nowadays. Boy, fast food's really gotten very costly. So how you can eat better and still maintain a budget as well, I think that would be very interesting.
Hi. Pat?
Well, aside from the French pressed coffee, maybe I'll learn how to play pickleball.
I was on that too. I'm a tennis player, and I've never actually had played pickleball.
Me either, but it looks like a low level form of tennis with a big fat racket. That's what I need.
Yeah, my buddy Zach up in Kentucky, he is a huge pickleball enthusiast. I always joke with him like, hey, if you ever want to play a real sport, pick up a tennis racket with me. So we always go back and forth on that. It's banter, but no, just thank you guys for talking about the How To Festival. It's like 4,700. I did not know that number coming to the show, so that's why I keep saying that. Like, that completely blew me away. So great turnout. Expecting another great turnout this year. Again, VolusiaLibrary.org. Check that out. Find the sessions and show up. All right, everyone. With that, we're going to take our first break. Stay with us for more Volusia Today.
To serve Volusia County's 47 miles of unique coastline. Volusia County beaches. Yeah, those beaches. But also these beaches. We have millions of visitors every year, and we work around the clock to keep our beaches safe and beautiful. And you can help.
Swim near a staff lifeguard tower.
Pick up your trash. And fill holes. Identify, avoid, and escape rip currents.
Please leave the beach cleaner than you found it.
There we go. Look out for one another and keep an eye on kids, especially near the traffic lane and in the water.
Pets are allowed at our 2 pet-friendly beaches, Lighthouse Point Park and Smyrna Dunes Park.
If you see something, say something.
A clean and safe beach guarantees fun in the sun for everyone. Thank you for doing your part to keep Volusia County beaches beautiful. See you at the beach!
Make the most of your day at the beach. Download the Volusia County Beaches app today. Sign up for real-time notifications on vehicle ramp openings and closings. Find staffed lifeguard towers. Get updates on tides and beach conditions. Plus, off-beach parking and coastal parks info. Volusia County Beaches app is available for your smart devices at the App Store and Google Play.
We're back. I'm Pat Kewen, along with Clay Jackson, and our guests today are Lucinda Coley and Barry Kukas, and you're listening to Volusia Today, which is Volusia County's weekly radio show. So I want to ask our guests about their next challenge that's coming up. I understand the summer reading challenge is over, and it was a great success. So what's up next?
Well, next we're going to spring into, or no, it's Grateful Reading. We've had our spring reading challenge in our summer, and so it's Grateful Reading. So it'll be kind of our fall reading challenge where we're challenging folks to read for 5,000 days is our goal, and we do days instead of minutes because, especially with children, it's better that they read a little bit every day. And sometimes, if you say you have to read 30 minutes a day, it becomes more of a chore than an enjoyment. And so we're trying to teach children to enjoy reading and a little bit every day.
Do audiobooks count?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
All right, so to get started with the challenge, say I want to sign up my 2 boys for it. How do I go about that? Because I want to engage them into reading outside of school, but also I want the libraries to get credit for this and to the challenge. So how would I go about doing that?
Well, there's a banner on our website, and then we have banners on our Facebook social media page as well. And you can click on that banner, and it'll take you directly to where you can sign up. And you can sign up for the program if you haven't done so already. Sometimes they have. If people have been in the other programs, it'll pop up right away. If not, then just go ahead and sign up and just do it that way. Or you can go to the library branch and sign up there too.
But Clay, we want more than just your 2 children. We want you and your wife to sign up as well because it's a reading challenge for all ages. We've found that our adults love collecting virtual badges for their reading milestones as well as our younger readers. So it's for all ages.
That's going to be my next question because I think the summer reading challenge is more geared towards students.
Well, a few years ago, it is really geared towards students and school-age children. However, we added an adult summer reading program several years ago, and it's very popular.
Nice.
They like the challenges as well, all adults.
Now, do they have to be a carrying library card holder to participate in this challenge?
They do need to have a library card, yes.
Which is free.
Free, absolutely. Library cards are free, and they don't even have to come into the library because if they're using our electronic resources, downloading books, audiobooks, downloading ebooks, they can, from their comfort of their sofa, use the library.
And that is a perfect transition into our next section. Barry, what's going on in September?
September is Library Card Month. So it's sign up for your library card if you don't already have one. And we dedicate the whole month to do that as a push. I'm new to the library system, about 2.5 months now. Love it. But before I came here, I did not have a library card since I was 16 years old. And if you can see me on video, I'm no longer 16 years old. I just never did. I went. My high school had a library, then my college had a library, and then I had children and got married, and then just never went back to the library. And just the internet, the advent of the internet came on, and so it was very foreign to me, to be honest. So when I accepted the position and was very excited, I went and got my library card, and I was totally blown away. I couldn't believe all the programs the library now offers, from 16,000 different learning programs on LinkedIn Learning, and all these different programs that you have to have a library card to access. And again, like Pat said, the library card's free. You don't have to pay for it, but if you get LinkedIn Learning on your own, it's $39.95 a month. So you get access to all these things, and it's a cost savings. So we really push to get people to have a library card. I've been going out and doing community outreach with Rotary clubs and different venues, women's clubs at Pelican Bay. I was there yesterday, and they're all like, "Oh, that would be fantastic. I didn't know you guys did this. I didn't know you had that." And we're expanding into helping even small businesses and entrepreneurs more and targeting on that. So there's a lot of opportunity for the library, and it is the passport to your learning, knowledge, and education.
So if somebody wanted to get their library card, do they actually have to physically go into a library?
No, they don't have to. I had a woman recently call me directly and ask about getting a library card because she had some mobility issues, but she wanted to use our online resources. So I was able to register her for a library card and then just put it in the mail to her. So they can call the library, we can register them for a library card, and we can send it out to them. Absolutely.
So again, school just started, and we've been about a month into the new school year. And I remember a few years ago when I did my first tour at the library. Again, like you were saying, I was blown away because, again, the perception always, especially, as older guys, we're thinking libraries is when you physically go in, you grab a book, they scan it, you take it home, read it, and you bring it back.
Yep.
That's traditional. Everybody thinks of what the library is. You all just gave a lot of great examples of the libraries are so much more than books. But there's something that, like I was saying, that really caught my eye was the tutoring availability for students that having a library card offers up. You got to explain that.
Yeah, we subscribe to a service called Tutor.com, and with a library card, parents and students can access a live tutor. Their operating hours, but it's a significant portion of the day and evening. So your student comes home with that math problem, that math assignment that it's just above your head, or you haven't been working in algebra for years and years. So you can log on with your library card and work with a tutor. And they take the student through step by step how to resolve that problem, how to do those problems. And there's a virtual whiteboard. And when my kids were young, we used it a lot, especially for math. But it covers other subjects as well. But it doesn't do the problems for the students. It really is a tutor service that helps them understand and learn so that they can do the assignment.
And these are real people.
These are real people.
I think that's the thing to draw in. This is not, I got two kids, like, he's got a problem, I'm going to try to Google this, figure something out. Or I hear some people say, well, I have to get on YouTube, I have to watch it. It's like, oh, now I got to rewind it a little bit, keep rewinding. I don't fully understand this. With this service, they can ask questions.
They can ask questions. The tutor can ask them questions. It's all virtual, of course, and so it's not like you're face to face with someone, but it's they can really work the student through the problem by saying, what are you seeing, and then we'll look at it this way. And it was amazing. I tell you, it got my kids through some higher level math that I couldn't do. But like I said, it covers a wide range of subjects. And it's available, and it goes through college age as well. That's going to be
my next question.
So there are a lot of folks that go to college, and they got to take that. Maybe they have to take college algebra or some subject that isn't their forte. Mm-hmm. So Tutor.com is a lifesaver for a lot of folks.
That is amazing. Again, I hate just focusing on that one aspect, because you all do so much, but with school just starting, I know kids, they level up, maybe they're struggling a little bit. This is a wonderful service offered to the library at no expense.
Exactly.
I just have to keep throwing that out there.
Library card, and yes.
Plus, people who homeschool, it's a great asset for them because they can utilize that to help with homeschooling. And we have quite a few programs for homeschool, especially for the younger kids. But the Tutor.com is a big benefit for them when you're homeschooling.
I'll have to tell my son about that. He's going to DSC right now and taking calculus.
Ooh.
And I can't help him at all with that one.
No, Pat's a writer. We're writers over here.
Yeah, I don't have a math brain.
All right, everyone, we're going to take our last commercial break. Stay with us for more Volusia Today.
Subscribe to the Volusia County YouTube channel.
And hit the bell icon to know what's happening in your hometown.
There are so many great places to explore.
And things to learn.
With over 1,000 videos available right now, the channel offers something for everyone.
Let's go!
Did you know we have countless features showcasing history, nature, wildlife, and recreation? Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Or that we live stream important county meetings and workshops where leaders make decisions that can impact our everyday lives. Did you subscribe yet?
Or that we record our weekly radio show, Volusia Today, where we interview staff from the different divisions and departments across our great county, and they discuss the nitty-gritty of their field and expertise.
Go ahead, subscribe.
But that's not it. There's more. Subscribe and hit the bell icon and fully explore.
Score!
We're back. We're talking about all things libraries today, and next thing I'd like to know about is hotspots. Can we just bring our laptop to the library and we can get on the internet?
Oh, sure. We have free Wi-Fi in all of our facilities, and it's available during all library hours. So yes, you bring your Wi-Fi enabled device into any branch, and you can jump right on the internet. And then we circulate hotspots. We have about 1,000 hotspots. We have AT&T and T-Mobile, so you have to reserve them because we have about 300 people waiting at any given time on each of those.
Popular items.
To check out a hotspot.
And how long can you have a hotspot?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. So very popular service, but you got to get in line to check one out, so then you have your Wi-Fi in your home during those 3 weeks that you have it checked out.
Awesome.
Very popular in rural, like Pearson, our Pearson branch. That's very popular there.
I bet it is.
Yeah. All right,
Good.
so we're running up against the clock here, and I want to make sure to give you all ample time to talk about this. You got something exciting happening. What's going on?
Yeah, the John H. Dickerson Heritage Library has been fully restored. As folks might know or not know, that the library flooded when Hurricane Ian came through almost 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And we've been operating out of a portable in the parking lot since that time.
And kudos for y'all for getting the portable out there, because again, that's another community resource. Like we could have said, "Look, sorry, it's closed. You just have to go over to City Island Library," but you all found a way to get services in that community.
Yeah, we're very thankful that county government, really understood the need for a library in that community and really made that happen for that community. So we're excited. We're going to have a soft opening on Monday the 16th. And then we have a ribbon cutting on the 23rd for the library and the health department, which is also in that complex.
That's right. The health department got wiped out by the floods, too, and they're coming back with their clinic, which is called, I believe, the Southside Health Clinic.
Yes.
Right, and it has WIC in there and a lot of other offerings.
Yeah, so we're very excited, and we're going to be fully operational and bring all our services back. We've been a little bit limited in our portable, so it's going to be wonderful. And the library looks beautiful. So if you stop by, it's on Keach Street in Daytona Beach.
That is excellent news. Kudos to your team for getting something in there and getting the full service library back up. Perfect. All right, everyone. With that, we're going to wrap up today's show. As always, if you're heading to our beaches, swim near Staff Lifeguard Tower. You can find those on the Volusia Beaches app. And with that, have a wonderful weekend, Volusia County.